Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Team Nerd Hurt podcast, where our best advice here is if you want to do it right, click what you like, but you know how it goes for today's FANime talk. And always, if you want to do it right, anime for life. And today we're finally wrapping up Act 4, Part 4 of Blade of the Immortal. It was a long series, you guys.
Ooh.
Well, super long, but long enough, for us to take 4 parts. But it was definitely worth it. But before we get into that, I just want to holler at my man, 50 grand over here. Steve, how's it going, dude?
Oh man, it's good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Had a good weekend, man. Just rest and relaxation. Got caught up on Blade of the Immortal. Got caught up on some Star Wars Visions. Got caught up on some What If. So there's just too much stuff to catch up on. Got some reading done. So I'm ready and raring to go, man. And man, we picked the last best. Like part 4 is the best part of this. I mean, woo! This is massively fighting, dude. How are you, bro?
Agreed. I'm doing good, man. I just was looking forward to today, just being able to just tie up this series. And, like yourself, man, I was busy, especially with this segment, just really taking my notes and taking a look. And I mean, it was just, it was a good weekend. I'll tell you that, man. But before we also get into that, let's say what's up to the Nerd Herd chat, man. We got
let's
first and
foremost, let's get some first and foremost going. First and foremost, let's go ahead and give our shout outs to brother number 1, brother Rudy. What's going on, my brother? Pillar to the community, friend to everybody, uncle to certain few, brother to many. Bam. Something Wong, brother number 2, something Wong, something right's always gonna happen up in this bitch. All the time. Yay, Steven and Eric.
Yeah.
Let's go. Every time I see it, man, that's what I hear in my head. Yay. But brother number 3, D-anime, etc. D-anime, etc. Senpai. Oh, man. And then shout outs to the music makers, DJ Abomination and Plainclothes D. Much love for the beats. We appreciate y'all. And then we're going to go ahead and holler at the herd chat. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. We got Battle Delta. That is X11 Bravo. Battle 66 Delta. My brother, what's going on? I got you 6 and you're 12, my brother. Much love. Bam. He's just hanging out. He's hanging out. Yo, something Wong is in the building all by myself. Don't ever get a singing career, Steve. Bam. HK Wifey 420. What's going on, Sheena? What's going on, baby girl? Good to see you. Good to see you. The anime, etc. The anime, etc. is up in this building. Let's see. We're gonna keep on creeping on. We got a bleeding star. Greetings, my good friend. I know he's willing and raring and waiting to hear more. We got Inja the Beheader Binja.
Right,
with their head.
There we go.
That's right, girl. That's right. Man, that's a real ninja name. If the Beheader, ain't no coming back from that.
Yeah, don't want to mess with her.
Not at all. Look at this. Eric the Phoenix rising up from the ashes and spreading those fiery wings. Man, let's see. We got Coffee and Comics. Greetings. Don't forget your coffee and your comic.
Oh yeah.
All day, day. Thank you for coming on board with us. Ayo, Paulie, my man, back issue Paulie. The back issue professional is what I'm gonna call him from here on in. Man, my man Paulie. Hey man, he had he was at the Kong with the Principal Defects, man. They had a good old fashioned Comic Con all to themselves, man. Them East Coast cats know how to party. I can't wait to get myself out there one of these days, man. That's it, baby. That's it. And I think we're all caught up. You guys ready for some catch up on part 4?
All right, y'all. Let's do it, man. Let's tie this up. So we're getting into episode 19, and there's a lot to unpack in this episode. I mean, I remember Bleeding Star saying a lot of gray area. There's a lot of going on here, a lot going on there. And episode 19 just kind of started out like that, at least for me. Where we see Rin just kind of walking down the road, and she sees Anatsu, and he's actually, remember, Anatsu and the Ichiryu, they're getting pursued by the Rokidan, that is Habaki. He's now an ex kind of a shogunate chief leader, but he's still on the hunt for Anatsu and the rest of the Ichiryu. And so Rin kind of acts fast as she sees these, samurai just kind of getting ready to cross paths. So what she does is she camouflages Anatsu, she just, kind of covers him. So they kind of look like two, either lovers or like, maidens just kind of sitting down upon a hill, just kind of looking. And so she kind of saves his hide there. And so, yes, that's right. Here we go. And so, excuse me. And so Anatsu lets her in on a little secret. He's saying, like we're we're traveling on, and she's like, I'm going with you. And he's like, okay. He's like, but I need you to kind of like deliver this message, so just kind of pump the brakes a little bit before you start to just kind of journey on with us. And he says like, that we're going to be leaving Edo. What's going on, Alonzo? We're leaving Edo, basically going to try to lure out, the Rokidan. And so Rin is, just kind of, it's just carefully listening. She still has her task. And it does kind of seem like things in the end may change, as far as her hatred, because she has been helping Anatsu out quite a bit, and Anatsu the same. And so as things just kind of progress on, we get into, we see another character, Sori. He was one of Rin's father's, kind of confidant's friend. And he's also a spy for the shogunate. And he has these two kind of helpers, if you will, in his household. But what we get to find out is that these two girls are shinobis that are, what's going on to Sheena? These shinobis are working for Habaki and the Rokudan. And so they're going to be sent off, basically trying to going after like Rin, Manji, and they're just going to be continuing to pursue the Itaryu. And Anatsu had requested that Rin bring Manji with her, if she's going to follow them to where their destination is. And so these female shinobi, one of their name is Tanpopo, and then Miguro. And Migoro is kind of like the muscle, I guess, if you will, of the trio. And these shinobi chicks are every bit of shinobi. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty badass. And so as we kind of continue on, we get to see bits and pieces more of other individuals that are going to be kind of coming into a close, especially with the Itaryu. We have Ayabawa. He's kind of like one of the elder members. And we have another member who's like literally one of the elderly members, but definitely not to be underestimated. And they're kind of lecturing some of the younger group because they do have some younger shinobi or samurai that are with them. And so they're, saying like, definitely don't take those Rokidan lightly just because we have strength in numbers right now. They're definitely skilled, especially Habaki himself. He is somebody that you just do not want to mess with cross blades. And so you get to see
Code Red.
What's up, Code Red? How you doing? And
much love, man. Much love.
And so as then we get to see some perspective from Habaki, and we as he kind of is aware of their movements and kind of where they're going. And then we get to see Anatsu and his members in action. And what they do, you guys, they infiltrate they infiltrate the Edo castle, and it's just a group of 4, you guys, and they go on a full-blown massacre. There's a bunch of underlings that just end up getting nailed. There's 4 Magatsu, Anatsu, and then there's 2 other members that we hadn't really seen before that have a part to play in this, and they just go and they raid the castle. And as Meguru and Tanpopo are kind of pursuing they're seeing the Ichiru from a distance. at least some members. So what we think, and they're trying to keep their distance, and they end up getting caught. They get one of them, Tompopo, gets a poison shuriken straight to the the jugular or something. She just gets tagged, and so they're in need of a doctor. Manji and Rin are just kind of there to help them out. They just kind of meet on the road. They take him to the doctor. Ironically enough, it's the same doctor that was doing those experiments, you guys. And so he is definitely not the doctor, Mr. Hyde or what have you. He is now just kind of turned over the new leaf. And as Bleeding Star says, as we're panning back to the massacre of what's going on, the Itaryu are doing some heavy damage. They leave a message, on the wall, basically saying, like that they're looking to pursue and push forward the way of the sword, and they're just going for it, you guys. And so as we go on and we continue to episode 20, we get to see that that the two shinobis that are under Hibaki's order, they go and they're live chat. Well, sincerely, that's behead.
Her internet's bugging out, so she's gonna send that beheader note right there. She's putting a note of her own.
There we go, Inja, do it. And so the two ninja girls are pursuing on, and they're journeying into the snow. And as they're talking amongst each other, they somehow bring up Manji, and they're saying, that he's not at all the kind of person that Hibaki had mentioned to them. And so clearly he's out for, Manji's head as well. And so as they're mentioning about Manji, we get another character kind of coming back into the mix. He was back in a few episodes, but we were wondering, what's going on. We get Shira, you guys. Shira is back. He was a member of the Muge Ryu. Also another, kind of
Chef, baby.
What's going on, Chef? Another kind of affiliation with Hibaki. And so he jumps in the mix. He asks the girls, I know you guys mentioned, Manji, what's going on, Lord Chucks, baby?
Lord Chucks, BLCC.
There we go. And so he questions them, and specifically from Hibaki's mouth, he says that if you guys ever encounter Shira, you guys are to tell him everything you guys know, because he is bad news. You're basically are no match for him. And so they, give him all of the information that they know of, Manji. And so we get a full-blown battle that everything just really starts to push forward and excel. We got Manji and Shira encountering one another. Shira raids the one of the carriers that Rin is in, because they're trying to travel in secret, just because they know that they're going to be hunted. There's wanted posters everywhere for them. And so Shira leaves a freaking trail of, I would say breadcrumbs, but this is just body crumbs, you guys. He's just another twisted guy, and leading Manji into his, hopefully his final battle. And so as they get into it, Manji thinks that he, that basically this one-armed man, he's just going to take him out. And we get some surprises when Manji was back in the lair of Hibaki, getting all, tested up. When they were escaping, he got Manji's other arm and he attached to him. So now he is one of the successors of the Bloodworm. And if you're looking at the bigger picture from what the doctor was doing, Shira, of all people, is actually only one subject that was actually successful in becoming immortal. And so their battle just gets really heavy. He kind of plays some dirty trick. He gets Rin. Rin is basically held captive under cold water, about halfway up, I would say. And so Manji's torn. He's wondering whether or not, do I go for her? Do I, what do I do? And so he just has to pursue and just continue to fight. Renzo is there, just kind of keeping an eye on Rin. Renzo is the fallen, the son of the fallen member of the Itzuryu. And Shira is he's no joke, you guys. He's really laying it on thick with Manji. The two shinobi girls end up showing up. We get Magatsu riding on horseback. He hits Shira. He's like, oh my gosh, like what's going on here? Anatsu says, I will meet you at another place. You guys were just jumping back and forth with with just kind of action nonstop. And the fact that Magatsu is somebody that came Renzo. That's a good graffiti name. I like that.
Yeah. That'll strike fear into the hearts of every yard.
Yeah, you're going to get no spits going over your sets,
Never.
And so Magatsu, who also has a history with Shira, they kind of get into it too, but no, he doesn't know that Shira has this now immortal body. Shira kind of immobilizes him. He immobilizes the girls. Things is just really starting to hit the fan. And what happens, Manji ends up tricking him, plucks out, he pulls one of those Beatrice kiddos, you guys, just plucks out Shira's eye. And now, Shira's body is starting to, because he can regenerate, he feels no pain. He actually cannot really fathom the fact that the bloodworms, there's only so much that they could do, considering he's only got like the bloodworms from the one arm, you know what I mean? And so their battle ends up coming to a close. They defeat Shira and is literally eaten by wolves, you guys. He's just there in the snow. Renzo's looking at him, and he's just, dinner, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? And so as we continue on, Renzo is taken in with Magatsu. He's keeping up. Thank you. He's keeping up with he gets in with Magatsu, Rin, Manji, who are now like basically icicles. They're getting warmed up by Tampopo and Meguro. And so Renzo is fighting this internal battle. He wants, basically redemption. He wants to kind of bring honor to his fallen father, who he really knows nothing about, you guys. And so he's kind of torn, and he wants to take Manji's head. Rin kind of comes to, and she says, I'm responsible for your father's death, basically. But if you knew your father, not that you would necessarily be able to understand, or maybe you would, but exactly what I'm going through, why I am on this journey to basically dispose of the Itaryu. And Magatsu actually gives Renzo a little bit of clarity, which to me, I felt like was very thoughtful of him, because he being a member really is not kind of like the members what did Rin's family wrong. He really he was just basically following orders, but never violated any other things other than that. And so what's up, Comic Stash? How you doing?
Good to see you, brother.
That's right. And so he gives him clarity. And so Renzo is saying, find out more about, Magatsu says, find out more about your father and the Itaryu. If you still have the same resolve, if you still have the same feelings, then basically you know what to do. And so basically now going further into the episode, Manji comes to, and he wants to kind of press on. They're asking, do you really want to leave Rin behind? And he says, there's really no choice. Like, she's not going to want me to just hang out in the cut and not do anything. And so now Habaki is aware of the happenings of what happened at the Edo Castle. And so he's looking to be on the move and kind of continue pursuing. We get we get another more members from Habaki's side. We get Gichi and Hyakurin, who are he basically had told them, your guys' role in this is done. But because they have that kind of honoring heart, they want to follow, and they want to, see what they could do to help. So they're kind of brought back up into the mix. And Hibaki, we get to see some more of his members. He has some really big dudes, really heavy hitters on his team. One monstrous guy who is basically covered in armor. He's got these two big blades. They just start duking it out, you guys. And it is it gets real thick, real heavy, real fast. And so as we press forward it more deeply in, as I had mentioned, Gichi and Hyakuren are helping out. So the Rokudan just got some more members. They're following the Itaryu. They get one of the elder members of the Itaryu, and this guy is just no joke. But he also is aware of Gichi's skills, and he tells his younger members, as they're also encountering some of the other members that the Rokudan have, he says, you guys are not going to follow me. I'm going to go after Gichi. You guys stay back and try to handle these guys. And so one of the other members says, I want 3 of you guys to go and follow Ayabawa because I just got a bad feeling. And as skilled as Gichi is, he still has a little bit, his mind is not quite right in this in the battle. He's just thinking about Hyakuren and how she's pregnant. He wants to stick around and have a hand in raising this child. And Ayabawa is just, so yes, it is wicked cool, let me tell you. And Ayabawa picks up on this through the battle. Ayabawa, we get another one-armed warrior with chains. What's up, Nicholas? And you guys, he is just putting the whipping, literally in every sense in the word, on Gichi. But Gichi, that's right. Gichi is no joke. Gets his ear taken off. He gets he's using his sickles. It's just a straight up battle. Hyakuren wants to play a part. She and eventually they end up pulling the victory against the Itaryu. There's only one fallen member from the Rokudan that just dies brutally, acid in the face. It's just very gruesome, you guys.
Oh my
God. And then we also get to see Rio, which is Habaki's blood daughter from another side. She's continuing on in this journey as well. It just gets really heavy. They go after another member of the Itaryu. He is the elderly, the oldest guy that's there up in the snow, and he is basically the way he fights is in secret. He hides in the cut. He was raised in the mountains, so he's got an advantage of the altitude, breathing the air. And so we get a member named by the name of Bon, and he's with Rio. He's a little bit of a coward, and so he's basically tricking Rio into pursuing on, and just so that he could kind of live to fight another day. And unfortunately, it doesn't work out too well for him. He just sniffs this, hallucinogen that is left in the cut from the Itaryu member, and he gets done out. The Itaryu goes after Rio, and Rio basically has to use her wits. She's got to keep her wits about her, and thank you, and she is not. She's just panicking and thinking quickly. He comes to her, and he kind of has a sentimental, a little bit of feeling, but it's not going to stop him from killing her. And so just at the nick of time, what she does is she actually positions him in a position where one of the traps that he had set go off, hits him in the back. She stabs him, and then it's done. It's done deal. She ends up getting saved by Mitake, another member of Habaki's group, and is saying that your part in this is done. Your father wants his bloodline to still continue on. And she's like, well, what good is a bloodline if the father is gone? And so you could really see, what's up? Comics are great. How you doing,
Anthony?
You could just see that how much respect and honor she has for her father. And so she still just wants to continue on, but she is going to come back in a later time. And so as we get closer into the battle, you guys, it all starts out in the harbor. We're going to the harbor. Habaki is ruthless. He doesn't want to take any chances, you guys. And there are harbor workers that are there. And he says, you guys, we're going to wipe them out. Everybody, even whether they're civilians or not, We can't take any chances. I know that Anatsu or, some of the leading members are here. And so they go off and they just slaughter everybody that's there. Then we get Maki, you guys. Maki comes out. She shows what she's made of. She's one of the heaviest hitters that the Ichiryu have. And then Anatsu comes in. We got arrows falling from the sky from a fleet of battleships that are just going off, you guys. And so this battle is just, it gets heavy, and it gets heavy real fast. Manji is fighting this big dude. Rin is in the mix. She's trying to figure out how she can help Manji because she knows that she's going to have to. Manji, I feel with this partial last battle, you guys, I mean, he's really putting his body to the limits, and Rin has no choice but to cover him up as he's basically getting disposed. This member's orders were to behead Manji, take care of Rin too. I want you guys all on a task. A couple of you members fight Maki, and it just gets heavy. And so Anatsu and Hibaki's battle, you guys, we get to see bits and pieces of how their skill gets put to the test. And so it's not surprising that both of these men are getting some blows in here and there, you guys. And so their battle is definitely fought well. They end up going off a cliff. Anatsu loses his axe. This axe has another part to play. It's like these little things that are happening here and there are just like chess pieces for victories for, what we see as, kind of like the good guys, the Ichiryu and Manji. Rin sacrifices herself, literally slits her wrist. She's just bleeding out, you guys. Manji comes back too, defeats this guy, literally slices him in half with his own arm, mind you, and the axe that Anatsu had dropped. Yes, you guys. And Maki takes care of all of her members. We get Gichi and Mitake, Hyakurin. They're all in there as well. And Gichi is no match for Maki. Maki is just top shelf material, you guys. And he somehow convinces her to let them live because there's nobody here, you guys, that is able to surpass her skill. And unfortunately, with things kind of progressing in there, Maki gets taken out by some more members that are kind of coming back into the picture. Ugin, who ended up taking Hibaki's place. But in the long run, they all get done out. Maki, even though she's taken gunshots, everybody is wounded. She takes these last members out as basically, a final gift to Anatsu, who does care deeply for her. And Hibaki and Anatsu get to have their final battle. Anatsu comes out victorious. Ryo dies. It's just death going on all over the place, you guys. Ugin gets it. Mitake, he does the honorable samurai, sword to the gut and has Magatsu chop off his head. And Rin is kind of knocked out a little bit, but gets to see the final battle of Manji and Anatsu. And Manji has a little bit of a soft spot for both of them from what it seems. And he does cut off Anatsu's arm, but he's basically telling him in hindsight that, you know what, I'm going to let you leave on this ship. There's really no way that you're going to be able to survive with these wounds, but I'm going to tell Rin that you're dead, you're gone, but you're never to show your face to her again. And Rin comes out of, and burst of energy from the slit wrist. That's right. Mad spoilers, JR. And she finally gets her revenge on Anatsu. And she stabs him through the heart with the dagger that Do ended up giving her quite a few episodes back. And then we get to see things kind of coming to a close, you guys. And at least seeing it, just giving you the grand picture of the whole story is, with Manji being immortal, you get to see the different characters in the story, how their endings are kind of coming in the present, and then in retrospect, we're seeing it as Manji's past. Renzo is with Sori. He ends up becoming an artist. We have Rin, who's praying her final prayers to her parents. Gichi is, going to be caring for Hyakuren's child. And then we get to see Manji as he gets older, and he's just burying his weapons because he's seeing that there's no use for them anymore. We're starting to see now a more evolution of Japan, as it's becoming westernized with railroads and, top hats, fancy clothes, all of those things. And so Manji gets a visit from the old woman, you guys. She's just one of those characters that you just don't know what's going on with her, yo. But she seems to be somehow attached. She knows where to find Manji, and she tasks him with yet another task and shows him a little girl who is basically in the middle of a family war. Which brother is going to be, taking the lead of their dojo. And we get to hear a little bit of what Manji has been up to. And you guys, as he's talking, he's saying it has been 90 years since he has even muttered the word Itaryu, you guys. So many generations, many years have passed, you guys. That's right. I got them notes, baby. You could see me, Bleeding Star. And so Manji is just out now, starting to get some more memories back. So what it seems, this guy's been in jail. He's just lived a hard life, as he has throughout, from what we know of the series. And so he ends up, taking on this task, and he ends up, becoming another bodyguard for this little girl who is the great, I believe, grandchild of Rin. She gives Manji the dagger with the wanted poster that they had when Rin and Manji were together. And so I got to tell you guys, this last episode just pulled at my heartstrings, Steve, I don't know. Would you say the same?
Oh man. Yeah, dude. It got me teary-eyed, possibly sobbing, it's just a really good anime to see it from the beginning and to see it close out. And just samurai. I mean, just the whole warrior, um, the badge of honor, what they wear, the true bound by honor is what we should say.
Yes.
And just the way that it ended was just beautifully. I mean, it did definitely tug on my heartstrings. So I don't want to cry right now.
No, I know you guys. It's hard to hold back them tears, man. But yes, Bleeding Star agreed 100%. If you guys have not checked it out, it's definitely worth watching.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely worth a read as well. I mean, the anime was saying if you can find them at Dark Horse, the Dark Horse omnibus or the issues, definitely pick it up.
Yes, you guys. I will say this. I do know that Barnes and Nobles, I've gone there recently, and I did see an omnibus there of Blade of the Immortal.
Brother Rudy.
What's up, Rudy? And so so this it's just worth the watch, you guys. So definitely do not sleep on this one. It's if you like action, oddball kind of characters, enriched story, different kind of plot lines coming in to a main header. This is definitely the one for you guys. It's just beautifully well done. And yeah, I can't speak enough about it. But that being said, you guys, this was it. This is tying up our last for Blade of the Immortal, and we'll be going on to the next one. So,
oh my god, what a way to close the series out, man!
Yes.
I mean, this was a good one. I mean, all of them, all these episodes that you've been working on have been great, Eric. But just the details, painting the picture for the herd chat, for those who have not watched anime or who are kind of like in between.
Yeah, dipping their toe in a little bit.
Yeah, dipping your toe in a little bit. These are just things that we're recommending, things that we watch. It's great to have a vast perspective of things. I mean, I know we do read comics, we watch movies and shows, and everything kind of encompasses that pop culture cylinder, I should say. But to be able to branch out to mangas and animes, that's something different. That's something different that a collector does as well, and kind of broadens their paintbrush stroke to make that beautiful picture.
Yes, and in expanding it with manga or anime, expanding into different genres. I myself, and what I gotta say that I gotta, I'd like to, get my feels out for, some of that slice of life. And my girl Inja Binja gave me a list, y'all. So if there's, any list of Bleeding Star, if you're on Instagram, reach out to me. I'd love to hear and about what you're watching. Fist of the North Star, the anime, that is a classic,
100% classic,
you guys. That's right, so yes, you guys, I thank you guys for the recommendations, and getting that for me to get out of my comfort zone and looking into different animes other than kind of battle style and the suspense ish ones. But yes, dude, I appreciate all you guys just kind of going through this Blade of the Immortal journey with us. I truly do appreciate it, you guys. But Steve, what do we got going on for the rest of the week?
Woo, man, we got
a mouthful.
I mean, we're coming up with battle sequences. My man JR, my man Geek Driven Jeff, and my man Azora's Tigers are battling, having their own little battle.
Oh yeah, they're duking it out,
dude. We got the possible final season of Introspective. With this Introspective crew, you just never know, man. I mean, you've seen JR shine with his Kingpin-esque rule list. You have Jeff, who's just killing it.
Oh yeah.
And you have Azores. You have the Professor, man. He's coming in with heat too.
Oh yeah.
This could be the final. It may not. You might have a tie, and you just never know. But the way they're doing their research, the way they're specking, and they're putting it all together, it's allowing, like we say, spec is fun. You got to make it fun. This whole collecting aspect of the comic community, we have to make it fun. Yeah, it's great to make up some money on the end and kind of have it help pay for the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a great way to kind of get everything in the mix, everything wrapped up, make it about being fun. I mean, the collecting is about comic collecting is about having fun, guys. True to the fact. I mean, you guys are reading stories, you guys are possibly making money on the side to put towards slabs or put towards new issues. So with that being said, I mean, Introspective is going to be coming in Wednesday. Do not forget, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. Thursday, we got no, I don't think we got that. I remember Alonzo saying we don't got a Mondo mail call. So I do believe we are taking that week off, and maybe top picks. I could be wrong. If Alonzo is still in the group chat, tell me if I'm wrong or not. But if we do have top picks of the week, it'll be Sunday, 7 p.m. Times don't change, baby. Times don't change. And if we have a Mondo mail call, it'll be at 7 p.m. But to my knowledge, I remember that we are taking this week off. If we do not, you will see the posts coming up from our Instagram. We will let you guys know. And then, Eric, what do we got going on for Monday? Do we got some new things in the works? Talk to the Her Chat. I bet you they're dying to know what the next venture is.
Well, you guys, we're gonna start entering fall season. You know what I mean? October is coming, and with October, we got to bring that dark side of things, you guys. We got to bring some of that creep.
What's happening?
That's right. I was telling my man D'Anime that I was gonna get some of that darker anime. So I'm thinking that if I want to go over Trece, you guys, that is on Netflix. It's a very short series, so definitely we'll be able to cover that. But I want to start out for the month of October. I want to get into some of those dark animes.
Oh yeah.
And just kind of take it from there. That's horror comedy,
possibly.
Yep. So yeah, that's what we're going to be leading to next week.
All right,
yes,
man.
Indeed.
yeah, we got a lot of things in the works, guys. There's a lot of things that are going on, a lot of moving parts. There's surprises that are going to be coming in, and everybody loves surprises.
Oh yeah.
You know, so definitely be on the lookout, guys. We are really working hard to kind of grow the channel, bring in new content, bring in more content for our herd chat. We can't thank you guys enough for staying faithful with us, staying by our side, and embracing this new venture that we've had. I mean, Eric's coming in the mix. It's been a great thing. I mean, to be able to add the anime aspect has been great, and no better than Eric, you know, to do this show. I think when it comes to anime, I personally went with Eric. Eric kind of got me into the involved in this anime thing, even beforehand. You know, as we were watching it together, he just has always been someone that has kind of leaned into more anime, and I've been on this Western front. So bringing me back in has been nothing but short of amazing. I have appreciated it. I've been invigorated. I just can't wait to watch more anime, man. So.
Well, you're too kind, but you know what? I do have to say, you guys, that there is, you know, everybody has their own story of anime, you guys, and I want to tell you, for those of you guys that are listening in, we do with this channel brings in the community. And so with this segment, you know, we definitely want to continue that and want to hear some of your guys' origin stories, how you guys started with anime, you know. So I'm going to be reaching out to the community. If you guys are fans of anime and you guys want to tell your story, you guys, we are going to have a segment. You know, it's just going to be, you know, a continuation of this. You know, we'll schedule, you know, but we're going to get our chibi tales on, you guys. So I'm looking forward to, you know, getting some of you members on and just rapping about how you guys got into the anime game, what you guys are watching, you know. So we'll, you know, we got some questions for you guys. Love to hear from your guys' own perspective of what you guys enjoy and what you guys love. So be on the lookout. And again, I know Bleeding Star said that he's not on IG. If you are not on IG, you know, I am on Facebook. You guys, you know, you guys could definitely reach out to me for that. And I would greatly appreciate it. And I will do the same.
Or drop a comment. Drop a comment on the section, Bleeding Star. Drop a comment. Leave your, you know, a way to get a hold of you, and we will definitely bring you in the mix.
That's right. You know, I definitely would appreciate all of that. So,
oh yeah, brother, do you want to take them out, my brother?
Yes, indeed, you guys. Thank you again, you all, for being with us, and those of you guys that are watching the rewind. You know, greatly appreciate all you guys, as all the Team Nerd Herd does. And so, with that being said, if you guys want to do it right, anime for life.
For life.
Peace out.
Later, y'all. Much love. Thank you.